all look just the same.
Adam, congratulations on Escape Room.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this movie is insane. I loved it.
Oh,
so
that's
much
great
fun.
to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, can you talk a bit about the process of what are the challenges in the process of building and designing these rooms featured in this film?
It's a great question. I mean, Escape Room features, obviously, as you know, 7 or 8 intense escape rooms that were designed from the ground up. And architecturally speaking, we wanted each room to feel like a completely different space. And so you go from the cold steel of like the lobby that's going to turn into this oven into a warm rustic cabin. And so each room sort of from the ground up we had to design from the lighting fixtures in the lobby, you know, these lighting fixtures that basically turn the entire room into an oven, and had 6 or 7 practical lighting changes through the course of a 8-minute scene. And so a lot of thought went into each room in terms of aesthetic. Cabin, again, rustic, you know, feels like a old Sam Peckinpah cowboy western. The ice room, very much inspired by my writer Maria. She grew up in Siberia. She said, wouldn't it be amazing if you had this scene where it looked like the Arctic wilderness? And again, going from fire to ice, we thought thematically was really cool. And then the billiard room, which is, I should say my designer, Ed Thomas, is incredible. He came from Wales. He did a lot of those Resident Evil movies, and he and his construction crew in Cape Town were amazing, and they started building sets a month and a half before I got there. But the billiard room is the most amazing because the entire set is inverted. You have a pool table and a ceiling. It had to be 6 feet up off the ground. You had all these floor panels that were going to fall away, and so the whole room is like a big Swiss Army knife that's constantly changing. The scaffolding alone to build this structure was a work of art, you know, because everything had to be engineered to be safe for our actors. Deborah Ann Wall was climbing out across the top and stuff. So yeah, a ton of work went into it. You want me to keep talking about each room, or?
Well, I was wondering, was there a room in the script or in the planning stages that you wanted to include but couldn't end up including it?
It's funny that you asked that. There was one scene where it was just too difficult ultimately, and it was later in the movie. It was in the place of, I think, what ultimately became the trippy room where they're hallucinating. But the idea was that it was like a big factory of these massive plate stompers, like these giant metal rods were coming down, and it you know, it felt sort of Indiana Jones in a way, and it just seemed, we went to this old massive dead factory in the middle of Cape Town, and it felt like it was going to be dangerous to shoot, and then B, logistically probably challenging, and so we ended up scrapping it.
Well, I hope you come up with the sequel because it was such an exciting movie.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We have to trust each other.
Surviving is a choice.
Only one of us is gonna make it out.
Escape Room.